In the current era of political divide, Congress often resembles a battlefield of ideologies rather than a platform for cooperative governance. The root of this hyper-partisanship might not only be ideological differences but also a policy shift aiming to strip Congress of a vital tool for compromise: pork barrel spending. Historically, pork barrel spending, which is the allocation of government funds for local projects, acted as a lubricant for the legislative machinery. It wasn't unusual for lawmakers to cast their votes across party lines, their decisions influenced not by policy shifts but by tangible benefits channeled to their constituencies. Although this practice was criticized for encouraging corruption and wasteful spending, it played a crucial role in smoothing partisan edges. This change was notably implemented during President Barack Obama's administration. Intent on curbing what was seen as widespread misuse of government funds, Obama took a rigid stance against pork barrel spending. The aim was noble: to purify the political process. However, the unintended consequence has been a Congress mired in partisanship, with a significant reduction in the incentive to reach across the aisle. An exemplary case of the impact of pork barrel spending is the 2009 Omnibus Appropriations Bill. This extensive spending bill was packed with thousands of earmarks for local initiatives, including funding for museums, parks, and community centers. Despite criticism, these earmarks facilitated a level of bipartisan cooperation rarely seen today. These appropriations could serve as a bargaining chip. For instance, a Republican lawmaker might have voted for a Democrat-led bill, not in full support of the legislation, but because it guaranteed a new bridge for their district. They could then justify their decision to their constituents by highlighting the tangible benefits secured. This give-and-take approach, although flawed, was instrumental in keeping the legislative wheels in motion. However, the picture painted by today's Congress is starkly different. The lack of such incentives has only widened the divide, with lawmakers less willing to compromise due to fear of backlash from a progressively polarized electorate. The result is a legislative deadlock, where even the most urgent issues struggle to find resolution. Looking back, while the efforts to eradicate pork barrel spending were driven by an aspiration to clean up politics, they inadvertently deprived Congress of a critical negotiation and compromise tool. As we traverse through this period of escalated partisanship, it might be time to reassess the role of pork barrel spending in the legislative process. Could a controlled and transparent approach to earmarking funds be the missing ingredient in reviving bipartisan cooperation? The current state of hyperpartisanship indicates that purity in politics, although a commendable goal, should not compromise practical governance. It's a delicate balance, but one that is essential for a functioning democracy.